Adaptation in plants. Adaptation, the ability of an organism to change for better adjustment to the environment, is called adaptation. Habitat, a place where conditions are suitable for the existence of an organism. What does a habitat provide for the organism? It provides food, it provides shelter, and it provides conditions that are suitable for them to survive, breed, and flourish. Classification of plants based on the habitat. You have hydrophytes, mesophytes, xerophytes, mountainous plants, and aerial plants. Free-floating but rooted, like lotus and water lily. Submerged and floating would be Urticularia or bladderwort. Submerged and rooted, like Vallisneria and hydrilla. Adaptation in hydrophytes. Talking about their covering first. The submerged parts are covered with mucilage, which protects the plant from decaying. The stem is spongy and it's flexible and has many air spaces. The leaves, the floating leaves like in lotus, are large and flat and they have a waxy coat. The submerged leaves are long and narrow ribbon shaped to allow water to pass through. Aerenchyma is a special tissue that provides buoyancy and flexibility to the plant. The roots are poorly developed or they are absent in hydrophytes. Mesophytes. These live in terrestrial habitats where soil is neither too much nor too dry. Temperature is moderate with high humidity. It's an ideal habitat for crops and for tropical plants. The whole plant is well developed. The roots, the stems, the mechanical and the conducting tissue. Adaptation on xerophytes. Xerophytes are plants that live in dry, hot environment like cacti and babool. The leaves, they are reduced to spines to prevent water loss and protect the plant from grazing animals. Wax coats the leaves and the stem, and the stomata are sunken and they're less in number to prevent water loss through transpiration. The stems are green and fleshy and they store water and food and they function like the leaf. Adaptations in mountainous plants. The trees are cone-shaped with sloping branches. So think of a cone and invert it. That's the shape of your coniferous plants in the mountainous areas. This is in order to help the snow and the rain slide off. The leaves are small and needle-like, and this also helps the snow to slide off. The stems store water and they're covered with thick, waxy layer which prevents water loss. And these are very tall trees to expose themselves to sunlight for photosynthesis. Adaptation in aerial plants. Orchids are classified as epiphytes. They grow in the upper levels of the forest canopy to get more sunlight, obviously on top of trees. They get water and the nutrients from the atmosphere, the moisture in the air, and the dampness and the debris on the surface of the plant on which they are. Their leaves are thick, waxy, or leathery.